All right, it's Darren Johnson. I think I will play a game while it's relatively quiet in my house. It's really late at night, but I'm not that tired, so I think I'll do one recorded game. And I think yesterday I played against one single opponent, and usually I play against three opponents just to speed it along. Let's vary it a little and do two opponents. So we'll go against two expert, that's the highest level opponents. All right. Not a horrible first. Of course I'd like the word health or something, but not a horrible first rack. So anyway, how are you doing today? Hopefully everything's going well with you. Pothole, if this were an O. Let's see. Hot plate if there were a T. Now, okay, there is a theory. Let's see if hot plate's a word before you go around with it. Hot plate. Whoops. I can pass, technically. No, hot plate isn't a word. All right, maybe that's a brand or something then. Let's see. Okay, so the theory would be that I could pass, and because I needed a T, there's a really good chance, it's a really common letter, that the opponent would have dropped a word with a T, and then I could have gotten a bingo off of that. So sometimes it is good to pass your first opportunity to post. I'm looking for a 5-letter word. So, if you have a 5-letter word, you can hit one of these little spots that is, hotel, that starts with one of the letters that has some points to it. So there's probably a better one because I'd love to get that P in there. Like if I had another O, I could do like photo or something. But hotel we'll just do. Not bad. I missed a bingo. Tap hole. All right, so I was so close. I didn't know there is such a thing as a tap hole. And now I have not as good a rack, and player 2 dropped a bingo at the triple spot. Geez, bad start. All right, well, I do have the word pay, and I can do that. I'd prefer to use poi, which I think is a food product, but poi isn't accepted. Must be some other language. Sometimes like you take a language, you study it, or you know someone who speaks a language, and you hear words, and then you start to think they're English words. All right, pay. I'm still, player 2's not doing that great. Player 3 is doing really well. So I have another H. I could have that H I wanted before. Too bad I don't have a 5-letter word, though, because if I could stretch something, it would be 51 points. So I don't have that, though. Let's see. So it's too bad. That's just aching to be used up there. Hot foot. Hot foot must be a word, but I don't have enough for it. Heat foot I have. A foot is a word, but it wouldn't connect to that O up there. A foot. I could just put it like here. It does leave a T in a very conspicuous spot, but I think if anyone's going to take advantage of that T, it would be CPU 1, who's in last place, so the damage might not be too bad. Alright, what'd I miss? Hoof. Alright. Oof. CPU 1 did drop a bingo. I'm getting killed in this game. Alright, so still time to help her, I see. Is there such a thing as an unhelper? I doubt it. No. Unhelped, maybe, would be a word. Alright. Oh, alright, here's where I can use that thing. Oh no, I don't have a... It would connect with fewest if I put helper there. Is herpy a word? That's a word you don't want to know. Let's see. Do I have an S? Could be sphere. I just keep missing over there. All right, maybe helper can go some. Well, all right, let's see. Nether. 39 points isn't horrible. What did I miss? Threep. Okay, don't know that word. Unalike. So unhelper wasn't a word, but unalike is a word. That triple is still available up there and can get me back in the game. I'm in second right now. Maybe I can move into first. But what? Purely? See, again, I can't. I don't have enough there. Let's see. All right, so what can I do that's 5 letters and starts with a P or a Y? Yiper probably isn't a word. Plier. Here we go. Let's do plier. I'm going to be left with an I and a U, though. Not my best case scenario, but 42 points isn't bad. I'm in first place now. For a moment. Now I'm not. Okay. So, I definitely don't have anything close to a bingo. But I do have a Z and a couple of B's. B, A, I'd need something else there. The I and the U aren't going to cut it. B, U, don't have anything there. Do I have anything that the Z can do? CA is pretty common. Could do something like ZA over here. Only 26 points though. And I'm going to be left with really lousy letters. I think there is a word Zebu, but I don't see where I can connect that. Zebo, maybe? Yeah, I think it's Zebu. Well, is bab a word? And a bib is a word. No, bab isn't a word. All right. Do I do a trade? There's still 11 letters in the bag. Or do I try to, like, white knuckle out a win by using these, like, letters that have some points to them, like the Z's and the B's? Well, I'm going to have to make a choice. I want to keep that Z, though. I think I'll just take the points. 26 isn't horrible. Hope I get some decent letters. Oh, they said put it there for one more point. Hopefully 1 point doesn't make the difference. So I'm in second. I can't dump letters at this point, but I have more choices at this point. I could do like mob at the top there. Oh, there's also zig though, but then there's nothing they really connect it to. Let's do, if I put it here, it's 19. And if I put it here, it's 27. And not bad, not bad. All right, so I'm 11 points down. Don't have great letters, but might have good enough letters. So I think someone's going to connect over here, though, and I really don't have the letters to do anything about it. I don't have the letters to do anything about it. I'm going to have to hope that the opponents don't just do a walk-off and just get some little points here and there and try to eke out a little bit of a win. I'd give myself like a 25% chance of winning right now. All right, let's just put a zig here, take the 15 points. Because I think someone else would have taken those points if I didn't. All right, so no one else has enough letters to fill this out. So what can I do? Let's see. Bunnies. If there was a floating S, I could do a walk-off at bunnies. I think one of these players, how many letters are left out there? 1, 2. Yeah, this game's going to end on this round, so I have to get rid of the B. I don't think there's a path to victory at this point. CPU 1 will probably do the walk-off, then there'll be penalties for me and CPU 2. Well, the penalties will probably be worse for me because I have a lot of letters left. And that's not a word. I know I'm probably missing something obvious. Of course, if you put a B here, you get 16 points, but then I'd have all these as a penalty. Here's a word, ennui, ennui. And then if the opponents, if there were one more round, then that would be a good move to make. Is there anything to do with that? Bunts. I thought bunts was a word. I know bunko is a word. Bins is the word, right? Yeah. Well, I'm probably making a mistake, but I think I'm going to put that B where the O and the E are. Because, well, it's 15 here and I get less of a penalty. Let's do Ben. Oh, I missed something big. Oh, yeah, I could have done that N up there. That's it. I did win because I got less of a penalty than I thought I'd get. So I did win, and so I guess I can beat 2 opponents. I don't think I deserve the win. I think I kind of eked it out, but used strategy. I think if I did put the B over where the O and the E are in the double word, I think I would have tied maybe. So, I don't know. I don't feel like doing math right now. Because I would have had more of a penalty. So, yeah, I think that would have tied me. Or maybe I would have won by 1 instead of 3. So, not bad. Sorry for going a little slow. Until next time.